Thank you, Chandra, for beautiful music. Welcome, Masters. Today, we have another session of A Journey Within, and we have wonderful master with us today. Now, before that, can I please request everyone to open your videos like always? Thank you so much. And waiting for others. Again, as a respect for your better connection with the master and as a respect to the master as well, I'll humbly request everyone to please open your videos. Yes. Thank you so much. So we have Subhadra, and Subhadra is the one who started PSSM Australia, the group that you are seeing today with so many members. Subhadra is the founder um, of that group. You don't see her often, but again, she is the backbone. She is within us. She carries, she sends the energy. So there is a lot more to learn about Subhadra. So I'll hand it without taking much time. I'll hand over to Sarvoch to start the session, and we'll know more about Subhadra. Thank you.
Pranam, Subhadra ma'am, first of all, thank you for coming today once again and giving us this very precious time of yours. And I'm glad that again I'm able to speak to you, and especially on this particular occasion where I'm going to touch so many different points, we are going to take some topics on which we will discuss about spirituality, which is our main goal. And glad that everyone has joined us today once again. So, Badra ma'am, this series is very important because every series is important, but these episodes which we are doing, this is the third episode for Journey Within, and I'm glad I'm a part of it. Um, Kanchan and Shivani has given me this opportunity and this responsibility to being a host, and PSSM Australia has given us a lot in past many years, and now this is the time when the world is in chaos and everyone is seeking spirituality, and thankfully we are into that already. We are merging into that almighty, that power, and many of us still are in dilemma that what is spirituality, what how does it work. And many countries, even like we are in Australia, many people in Australia itself, they are untouched from spirituality. So the basic of spirituality is completely different than what a person thinks about. So today, Subhadra ma'am, with your presence, I would like to ask few questions in which we will need your wisdom to understand spirituality first, and then we will move forward with other questions, and we will have your wisdom on those particular topics as well. So please, ma'am, share your wisdom that in this era, how we can achieve that spiritual progress and what spirituality teaches us with your perspective.
Yeah, sure, Saroj. Thank you for the introduction, and yeah, thank you, Shivani. But I just wanted to say correction here. I'm not the founder. I just maybe implemented the guidance. That's it. So it is Patriji's mission. That's it. Yeah, that's only the thing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's the thing with you, Subhadra. You're always so humble. It's you never come on the front as well. And yes, we implemented, but just to create this in Australia is, we are all here because of you. So thank you, a big thank you to you. And again, for my audience, Subhadra never comes on the spotlight. She always remains at the back, but she's awesome. You will know about her today. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm a little nervous actually to be the other side here today.
No, it's a general talk like you always do.
That's why we are
Sarvoj,
here, ma'am. Even I'm
yes,
always scared, and Shivani tells me that, Sarvoj, don't worry about it. You're just gonna talk. You're just gonna talk as you
yes,
do always.
yes,
Yeah, that is giving me the comfort. Actually, I am good with the questions, not as a lecture. So maybe
yes,
even I wanted to discover myself today, actually, with the questions.
We'll put it
yes.
upside down whenever you want. You can ask me any question, and I will try not to answer.
All right, let's start.
Yes, ma'am. So
Okay, is
I'll
the question to me? We
yeah.
already started. You want me to say the
Y-
spirituality,
Yes,
or are
ma'am.
we going
Please,
to
Yes,
start?
please
Okay.
show us some wisdom. Put some light on it, so that we can all learn from your spiritual experiences and whatever you learned in spirituality. What is spirituality about?
Uh, Spirituality for me, maybe I don't know the definition. Actually, see, I'm theoretically like yes, not really good, but for me, more maybe because I think that yeah, okay, why I am here, just to know the intuition, which is nothing but just to know yourself, to just to listen the the deeper within you, or the spirit within you. That is, I feel like that is the spirituality, just knowing your spirit. That's it.
Absolutely, ma'am. No, I can, in this short answer, I can relate that, because whatever you are mentioning, it is within you, right?
Yeah,
So spirituality is something, always people have, kind of stars in their brain that coming in clouds, making, such kind of imaginary pictures that once you just sit and meditate, start meditating, and something will pop up in your, third eye, or because we have been conditioned that way in movies, pictures, that Buddha
yeah,
is sitting and suddenly something pops up and something starts showing you visions, and the people get to know about future, past, and so much in their brain. But on the other hand, when a layman try to start their journey, they do not have a actual idea. I was talking to someone a few days back, and they were telling me that they started their meditation, and then after they do not know that what to do, right?
mhm,
Because
yeah.
everyone need guide, a guidance which is always required. Nothing can be done without guidance, and no one in the world has done anything without guidance, whether be it human or astral master's guidance. But there was a guidance. So people are lacking those guidance, and that's why you are here today. That's why I'm here, and that's why everyone is here to seek that guidance and to teach either, to teach each other that what spirituality can give us and what sort of path. It's not about just mental peace. So this is what my question once again, that if a person like myself is walking on that path
Mhm.
and meditating a bit whatsoever I can, like be it 10 minutes or 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, whatever I can. What is the guidance by a master like you that can, you know, uh, always pull me back from not doing it? Because we need meditation. Why we need meditation? So spirituality is not just a part of everyday brain exercise. What it can give us, what it has given it to you. So that's what we would like to know.
Uh, Maybe if you ask me what it gives, I'll say whichever you want, you will get it. So let's say if you have money, if you wanted to buy something, you can buy it. The more money you have, the more big things you can like like it depends on the money how much you are having. You can buy the same things. So in a similar way, the amount of energy, how much you are gaining. So just you can get whichever you want. Let's say some may be aiming for a job, or some may be health, or some may be wealth, or some may be like the energy, or accessing the other dimension. So it it's it is kind of everything. It is it can be Anything, whichever you want, you'll get it. That's it. That's my answer from the meditation. You're on mute, Sarvoj.
My bad, ma'am. I'm very new. Sorry for that. uh, ma'am, I was just talking to Chandra a while ago, and
Uh-huh.
Chandra was also discussing that he started his journey in 2020. And Chandra, we will surely do podcast with you also about this. So once, but now my question is like, there was a time when we used to seek people who can relate with our journey, or who can teach us something, or who can guide us something. And I personally myself used to search so many videos on Google that if I could find some material over spirituality. All right, let's do it again. So yeah, I'm not out of my league, I'm still on the same track. So Subhadra ma'am, my question was that, as I said like earlier, that I was trying to reach out so many,
Mhm.
different platforms to know more about spirituality. And there was a time that I could not find any. But after COVID, something happened on YouTube, and every spiritual master from Himalayas or whatsoever places they were hidden at, they came out and bombarded their videos and started spirituality videos. And I will talk about myself, that I was the person who was really happy that there was a time I was trying to search something really in relation to meditation and spirituality, and then after it came up. And this is how I found out PSSM also. I found out Patriji's videos, I think 3 years ago. And that's how I started watching special video I watched of Suvarna ma'am, the very first one. She was sharing her spiritual experiences, how she entered and how Patriji helped her, everything. And I was already connected to a spiritual path. My master is in Punjab. I still follow that. So there is a lot, bombarded after COVID, and we got to learn about spiritual masters and astral masters and so much, which is still I'm very happy to watch videos. I always have some podcast going on my TV every day, like 3 to 4 podcasts. Otherwise, my this is my energy, this is something which I seek, and this is something which I live for. And there are so many other masters over here also, they are also seeking the same thing. So same guidance for the new person who is very new in the spiritual path, and they want someone to guide them, that if you're meditating, then what you need to do in meditation. And if you encounter some experiences, they get scared that, oh, this yesterday only on Facebook, in my community, one of the community in Australia, someone mentioned that I was meditating, and asteroid came, and it was about to hit me, and I got scared, and then after I stopped my meditation and did not do it again. Can someone please guide me? They need guidance. What is happening with them, they are not aware of. They need guidance. And there are so many masters on YouTube, of course, but still, if I am able to read that message, that means that some energy is pulling me toward this message, that, hey, Sarvoj, can you guide him? I can't, I know. But still, my energy connected to that energy. That's why that message came in front of me on Facebook. Otherwise, why I would read the random post? I don't read every post. So the same way as you are the master, we all here on the same path. So if a person is seeking a guidance, what would you suggest to a new seeker? I think I have asked a very long question for a very small thing.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah,
totally get
you
it
agree.
actually. I totally get it. But maybe
Yeah,
I am in a similar phase actually, to be frank.
yeah.
I'm also looking for guidance. I mean, it depends on your experience, like, where you can get those answers. Uh, it's kind of really tricky for me to say, I mean, being in my position, like, I mean, where I am at today, actually, because the amount of like the kind of experiences what I am getting and where to, get the guidance. So maybe before I used to say maybe like, uh, in search of like, master, you will, I mean, like when disciple is ready, yes, your master will appear.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
usual thing. So now at this milestone, maybe I say it depends on the milestones where you are. I mean, it depends on the position. Like, see, when they are getting those experiences, that means, how can I say the answer? Just sorry.
No, it's
It's
okay.
okay.
uh, one has to get from within them only, like from within, their own source. That's my situation today. But for that, we need to trust it. But that trust is lacking because of the social conditioning, like because we are just, we got limited or in a controlled environment. So just we are thinking this is the reality because we are seeing just with the five senses. So this is how we are just locked in the reality. Actually, see, maybe I can relate even this question to the, the first question, why the spirituality, why it is needed.
Yeah.
So that is where maybe even I got into the meditation for a purpose, because when I checked myself, maybe part of this preparation, why I'm into this path. Actually, as a student, like, okay, I wasn't having any issue, but I just came because I heard the word, like when somebody was saying that, kind of astrological thing, like, looking at the palmistry and all. So I heard the word intuition. So that word pulled me. So now, just this week only, I find the answer when I was reading a book, Bringers of the Dawn. So there, the thing they said, like, okay, relying on your five senses totally it is a kind of deceptive, and it is, it locks you in the reality, like not allow you to see the, the true reality actually. So in the meditation, from the meditation, you get to know your intuition. That means, you will access your deeper layers. uh, so just you are the source of the information. That's it. So not anyone, like you say that, like, somebody else, is needed to guide, but actually no master is needed. Like everything is there within you only. That is what actually Patri sir was like, kept saying the same thing. And at the same time, this is my journey as well now, because at one point, actually, maybe from 1 year, I'm really not connected to, like, I mean, not finding like information or answer, seeing the, videos or like books or anything, because uh, I'm not getting like whatever the questions I'm getting, like whatever the experiences I'm going through is not getting answered. Like I'm kept writing the thing, trust yourself is there. But to trust that I'm in a kind of situation, maybe, sorry, it's a kind of lengthy answer maybe,
No,
but
it's
I'm
okay.
in a kind of a situation, like let's say you are climbing, mountains. Let's say, okay, there is a support. Okay, if you keep climbing, okay, you can see something, on the top of the mountain, you can see nice nature or something. So there is some support, you will be kept climbing, but you will reach a point like that pinnacle. Then the trust is the thing, you have to jump from there, just like that. But that point, we just hesitate with a logical sense. Oh my God, if I fell down from there, what happens? But the trust is needed. Even, okay, yes, my higher self is there to take care of the things. Okay, I'm ready to jump. So you need to have such a kind of trust within, like, yes, and themselves. So
Yeah,
end of the day, yes, the answer is they maybe
all
get
within.
scared, but at one point of the time, it will be kept repeating, even if not now, after, like 6 months or 1 year, or after the next lifetime. They have to go through the process. They have to face themselves. So they will get to know the answer. So it depends on the, the vibration they are rising. They find their master, it is within them or the outside guidance as well, whichever it is like. So that's my answer, I can say.
Beautiful, ma'am. Beautiful. It
Thank you,
was not
Subhadra.
lengthy, ma'am. You can
Yeah,
make it lengthy still.
yes.
Because I was loving it when you're talking.
Yes. I'll ask the next question,
Yeah,
Sarvoj, if you
sure,
don't
sure.
mind. Yes. So, Subhadra, we know you and we know you from years, but there are very new masters here. Just as a background, we would like to know, when did you start meditating and what was the reason for you to come in meditation?
Yeah, sure. Maybe yes, as a student, maybe 22 years back, or
Oh my God. Yeah.
22 or 23 years. I was
Yeah.
a student. Uh, yes, my grandfather, yes, like he was reading palmistry. Like my mom was running like a, uh, what is this women's hostel kind of thing. So all the students were like very, interested, and like many were surprised, like they're like very true, like, whatever he was saying. Then I asked my grandpa that, how did you? Then he said, oh, just, I do Gayatri Upasana or something. He said, then, okay, it's intuition. What is intuition? I put the question. I still remember that many years back, that word intuition. I wasn't know, like, what, because this kind of terminology in those days is not that familiar.
Mm.
What is the intuition? He said that, okay, you know the things, just some kind of feeling. He said that. That's it. I don't know. And I think the next week I heard somebody like just, going to meditation. Like there is a pyramid center in my native town, very small pyramid on top of the house, like on the third floor. I heard from them. So that was the first day I just went along with her, that like she was BTech student. That's it. So there's no reason. I just, like he said, my grandfather said intuition. And then the later she said that, okay, she's going for meditation. Then I said, okay, I'll come along. That's it. So that's how I started my meditation. Yeah, even for that word intuition, yes, this week only I got the answer. Okay, what is this intuition? Why it is needed? Okay, these are the things actually, the feeling, beyond the five senses. There is another thing only, like, feeling and intuition. You'll know, or your psychic self, which is, your true self. So that's why it is, that's why, I came into the meditation. So there is no any specific reason, but as a student, yes,
Yes.
I
And
entered this
and
path.
what was the motivation to start PSSM Australia group? How it
Uh,
all happened?
yeah, it was, I think, started how 2019.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the office. See, I work in federal government, right? So, Department of Health. I still remember the desk where I was sitting. I felt something. I just wanted to, walk out from the desk and just wanted to sit just myself. Somehow, just that was. So I just went to the kitchen. Even there, I just thought myself, because the office thing. So if my director sees me like, just sitting there with phone and all, he may, misunderstand me that I'm, time passing on phone. So even I left my phone at the desk just to show off. Just, I went there with a notebook and pen. So I was sitting there and I don't know, but I was feeling like to write something. I don't know what to write. So just whatever the questions I was having, just yeah. Okay, what is me? What I think, yeah, director was walking there, so I just kind of scared of him. So usually, like since I joined, so I then put a question why I am. Then, like, okay, after 2 or 3 lines, it took over. Like started writing, like 2 pages. I wrote it. Then that was the time I associated with the GK sir by the time. Then I told him, sir, this is the message. It was saying that expand the energies are okay. What was the message? Okay, spread the, not the spread the meditation also. Everybody has to come to this path. If not now, even like, another lifetime. Everyone is looking for, this, something like that, like looking for meditation or something like in that meaning. So when I show it to GK sir, so sir said, maybe, yeah, just it's a kind of message for you, take it out. But I'm a kind of a person, I do meditation in a very, hiding spot. Even my husband wasn't know that after, for 5 or 6 years after my marriage, that sneakily I do practice. Yeah. So you can imagine how challenging it is for me, such a kind of person. I don't even like my family, nobody, even my in-laws, they don't know like what is the other side of me, like, the spiritual side. No one knows like what I am doing here, how much time I spend here. No one knows it, even now, after 13 years of marriage. So that's the kind of situation. At the same time, I kind of hesitation to come, to start pyramid meditation. I don't know. So started with Oneness Meditation Australia. I don't know to whom to say. So at least like a few friends, and that was the time I was getting like a frequent dinner invitations, and like, so I felt annoyed. Oh, I'm doing meditation like 3-4 hours in the daytime, but those invitations. Then that was the GK sir's guidance that maybe that those tablets, it was like a day and night tablets, such kind of thing. One tablet, he said that okay, this is the time for you to more in the daytime you have to be in the society, nighttime you have to sit and practice. So, okay, whomever I'm like, wherever I was going, I was just telling about this. I just started the meditation group. So I was sending, but none of the people are there after 2 months in that group. And nobody was there. Yes, simply we are playing the music. So that's how just, yeah, I think oneness meditation started. And then at one point I felt that, okay, kind of slowly breaking the ice to, launch that pyramid thing. Then, okay, with the PMC name. And then maybe one UK master came from, UK to Sydney to attend some marriage. He conducted one event, and that was the time, kind of spark triggered in me. How come we are not invited into that? Then, okay, I searched for Pari Madam. Then, yes, she already created the group. So we are all like, yes, in this PSSM group. So that was the journey. So it's a kind of, I received a message, a kind of, yes, auto writing. I do auto writing.
Yes, wonderful, Subhadra. And before one last question, Sarvot, and then you can take over. So sorry, I just
Please.
did stop. Any profound experience? Just one thing I want to know how you got connected to Patriji. That's one thing. And second, I want to know if there is any profound experience that you would like to share with all of us.
Patri, sir, it's always a big puzzle to me actually, because I always hesitate to go and see him or to say he's my guru, but I wanted to do only this meditation. So it's a kind of a puzzle thing for me. So one day I just sat down, and I think it was before my marriage. I mean, in Hyderabad, I was heading to one like pyramid center. On the way, I stopped at my friend's place. I felt to like to write something. Then okay, then again I carried my notebook and just I borrowed their bedroom, and I sat there. I put a question, because this is kind of thing. Oh, why I'm not not really fond of Patri sir. Then he always say that okay, ask yourself who is your guru. Always Patri sir, I heard many times. Then just put your question yourself, that who is your guru. So that was my question: who is my guru? Why I'm here if I am not connected to Patri sir? But yeah, with I don't know the answer for this, but a profound moment with Patri sir. I will say maybe in 2012, Jan Mahachakra in Hyderabad. I went there. I didn't meet him, but I was there in the middle of the night. I think around 12:30. He was walking with group of women, like I can say maybe 20 or 20, like a 30. I was sitting really far. I was looking at him, but I'm not really like, like everyone was just running towards him, like, touching him or, seeking blessings, nothing. From very far, I was just admiringly, I was, looking at him, but I was not rushing to him. I'm not running to him and say like anything, but definitely I see like, yes, sir turned his head and he stared at me as well. Like, yes, I remembered that thing. So I actually after that, even yes, I cried for half an hour. Why? What is this? I'm just sitting here, and then I didn't go there. And what is this? What's happening? Literally, I was sitting myself, and the same that look, whatever he looked at me, even after launch of the group, like many times, I know I took it as in a different meanings, like as questioning me, what you are doing there. Are you, you are there to spread the meditation. Are you doing this? Are you not performing? So like many things. And once the PSSM group, I'm like, is under the Pari Madam, yes. Again, the same look, like a kind of answer, yes, you did it. So that's how that one thing in the middle of the night I can relate. So that's my, yes, wonderful moment. Or just in the darkness, like whatever, like, yeah, I can see like from the far. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Beautiful, ma'am. Beautiful.
Thank you for sharing.
I am pretty sure that Patriji must be thinking that there is a person who I have, given opportunity this time to take my path to the global level.
Mm.
100%.
Yeah.
And you are actually that person whom he chose. Very
Yeah.
glad, ma'am. Glad to know about your journey. Ma'am, when you talk about auto writing,
Mhm.
what is exactly auto writing? How does it work?
Auto writing, yeah. See, when I started this meditation as a student, so I started seeing actually aura, for my lecturer in the classroom.
Aura.
I wasn't know what is that, but I can see like very bright color, and that was annoying me. What is this? Is my eyesight or what is this? Particularly one lecturer, he's a really young, like a very young lecturer. Just he completed his masters and he was there. So that was like I gone crazy. What's happening? So every Sunday there was satsang happening. So I just put this question, sir. I'm just seeing these colors around him. What is this? I'm just getting annoyed. Then he said, just read a book. You Forever. So that is my first book. So in that they mentioned about yes, aura or astral travel, telepathy, everything. So astral travel, I felt like, oh my God, releasing the soul and all these things. It's a very, very scary thing. Telepathic, we can't, validate whether it's my thinking or it's happening. So I just chose auto writing. So I wanted to experiment it. I'm a kind of person actually do lots of experiments. So one day, one Sunday actually, in a pyramid, there is a king's chamber, like in the middle of the room, like the two-third of the height, kind of place. One Sunday, I went there in the afternoon when nobody is there. I was sitting there and started. Okay, what is this auto writing? They said, okay, think something, and that's the what the answer you get or what you write. So that's how I started. So I put 2 or 3 questions that day, and after 7 years, I validated the answer that was right. And later, actually, yeah, that second time when it happened, yes, as I said before, when I was heading to meditation at my friend's place, I felt to write something. That was the second time I tried. And the third time again, yes, this is the message, in the office, like 2 pages I wrote like that to particular in English, coming from like, my mother tongue language. I mean, like my media, my education was all in Telugu medium. But English, I'm not really that fluent. But yes, the way I wrote down those 2 pages, I felt it's not my kind of thing, but it is something else. So later, yes, kind of, whenever I went to shops, I was attracting to stationery like a pen and paper, but it is not my thing, like a pens, a book, or writing. Nothing is. So I was kept asking GK sir, oh, what is this? What does it mean? Maybe I try something then. So I started sitting with pen and book. So started scribbling, and then now kind of drawing secret geometry. So that's how my auto writing journey continuing. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I have never met someone who does that.
Mm.
So I'm more interested in knowing that what geometrical drawings you have, you know, created, and also like this thing. Is it something relation in relation to astral masters guiding you, and you are keep on writing the thing? Is it something in relation to that?
Yeah, kind of maybe. I don't know the clear answer, but what I felt was yes, in this search since a year, particularly after moving here. I mean, I completely got isolated, kind of anxiety phase was happening. So I was connecting, with the different masters and yes, was doing meditation. I mean, like why it's what's happening and light language as well flowing. So like a completely in a confusion mode. So recently maybe means 10 months. No, not 10 months, nearly. It was like last year. Yeah, maybe a year. I can say I'm connected to Arcturian. So now I think, yeah, I'm totally trusting the process. So surely I will say connected to Arcturians.
Wow, ma'am. Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
Tell us more, ma'am. Tell us more. What to say? I'm very much into it, and I would like to know more about it. I don't want you to stop.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I was drawing, say, very random things. It is not just started like that, like kids, like how they started scribbling. So just was first familiar with the pen and all.
Hmm.
just scribbling, just a very random. Maybe, yeah, I do have my
Yeah,
notebooks.
please
Maybe
show
you
us, ma'am.
can.
Would love to. Would love to see.
Yeah, there are like 5 or 6 books with me.
You still have pen in your hand. I'm sure when you
Yeah.
Yeah, I
started, you
do,
must be
yes,
doing
all
something.
the time. Hmm. You know, if you see very closely, just once, just, nothing is
Yeah.
there.
The
One,
lines,
one,
yeah.
one. Like that, like almost all this book
These
was like
ones
that
are
only.
computer light language.
And before that, I was just scribbling just rounds and rounds.
Yeah.
Later, just once like that, and then some just, writing some words and then drawing some shapes. I think more prominently started, yeah, that was the date 9/9/2022. I thought just I'm drawing something. I don't know if you're able to see. It's a kind of a dotted lines, it's a
Yep.
what is this? It's a peacock and thing. But the next day, that was the, thing.
Hmm.
So that was how it started. See the patterns. I just, pen will be like freely flowing like that.
Hmm.
But it's very hard to see, okay, where I started and where I ended.
Yeah. So
So, ma'am,
it
And
automatically came, like you
yeah,
just let it flow and it came, is
yes, yeah. While drawing, that was a kind of a practice. I don't interfere initially, like a kind of what I'm drawing. A kind of mind interference do come there. I practiced it just, observing, just witnessing that what I am drawing,
it?
not
Yeah.
drawing, just, like that.
Yeah.
So this was the thing, like a memorable thing for me.
Yeah.
It's
Nice.
very complex.
It is.
So when I show it to experts, kind of thing, they said it's a kind of portal for the other dimensions.
Hmm.
it's very accurate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't even know
I
where
feel
it
like it's
started, and
drawn with a compass or something, it's such round lines.
yeah. So that was the thing when 21st September 2022, 10:45 it started and 11:30 it ended. So that was 45 minutes.
Wow.
Amazing.
So,
Yeah,
but would
like
you like to share some your spiritual experience, like um
just
when you
before that, yeah, just before that, I wanted to
yes,
show this. This is a thing I wanted to show it for Kanchan. Is she there? Oh, yeah.
yeah,
This
continues
is
there.
a drawing. After our session, like she conducted 100 masters, 100 minutes
Yeah,
meditation.
yes, I remember.
After that, I just happened to draw this one.
Wow.
This one, just in the last week, the Sydney Wellness Center, Spirit Australia group, there I met one lady, very elderly lady, like they said that, she's elder lady of the Australia, maybe 80 to 90 years plus. She said that, yes, this is a balancing earth energies. She said like very
Wow.
clearly. She's a channeler.
Awesome. Balancing earth energies.
Yeah,
So
so
that
this
means
is
you're
the
saying
thing.
when we did
Yeah,
100 masters,
100
things that
masters
we
and
were
100
balancing the
minutes.
energies of the earth. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that was the thing. Yeah, 21st March 2024, 11:30 p.m. Our meditation ended, I
Yeah.
think, 11 o'clock,
Yes.
somewhere around.
Yes. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, yeah,
Harshita
continue,
mentioned
Shivani.
she
Sorry
started in
to,
that thing.
It's
Yeah.
yeah,
blowing up my mind, Subhadra ma'am.
Yes.
I didn't know that you are a hidden gem, which, who is
That's
not
what I said,
coming
Sarvoj.
out.
She's always humble and stay at the backgrounds and she never come forward. So she's,
You
yeah,
you are the chosen one, ma'am. One of the
yes,
chosen one. So I'm glad that we are talking right now. It's not just about that you have something. That's why I am happy about it. It's something that
but connection.
those bigger, higher energies, those that Almighty is choosing one of us to pass on their messages for this earth, for us all, and they are those messages are for us. But your energy is connecting to them,
Yeah,
which is very very beautiful thing.
yeah,
And you are
yeah.
blessed, and we are blessed to have you here.
That
yes.
was a kind of a selfish thing. I'm here today. I just wanted to show the work, just, to request everyone to contribute for Mother Earth. Actually, that's the reason behind. Actually,
100%,
I
ma'am.
was very nervous to come here. Like, yes, I wasn't know what to. But yeah, there is, yeah, selfish reason actually behind that.
That's a good selfish reason, ma'am.
Again, yes. Thank you so much that you came here, Subhadra. We are, it's honor and it's, we are loving to have you here. Again, going back to my question, would you like to share some spiritual experience for our audience? What, or any life experience that spirituality played a major role to overcome a particular difficult situation or any situation? Is there anything that you would like to share?
Yes, yeah, definitely is there. Uh, I think, yeah, in terms, yeah, maybe, yeah, regarding my health,
Mm-hmm.
mm, before 2019, I think, yes, that was year 2018, yeah. I was kind of, feeling what is this kind of suffocation. I don't even know what to ask to, GP. I was in such a situation. So I just went to the doctor, I was struggling to explain my symptoms. He said like a kind of shortness of breath but I'm not like my, sinuses are, there is no such a, flu or anything. Everything is good, but I'm not feeling enough, oxygen or anything.
Mm.
So that was where it started. Like, yes, this they did like oxygen saturation and all those things. Everything was good. Then, yes, I went for MRI of my backbone. There it was a curvature. So he said that, yes, that curvature actually pushing the thoracic cage. So the lung capacity is, limited. So I was feeling a kind of thing in the mid of the night. Also, I was waking up and was crying because a kind of feeling how if I put a pillow and close, cover your mouth, face, how you suffocate. That was the kind
Mm.
of thing, like lack of breath. My nose, there is no nasal block, but nothing. When I asked doctor, they said like, oh, just I can give painkillers. That's it. There is no other thing. It was pushing that. So that was where I started, and I think even by the time I don't know anyone here in Australia to continue my meditation or anything to ask, maybe for back pain, yes, I approached spiritual tablets because even spiritual tablets, accidentally I met GK sir, and then I was needed after like 7 years. I contacted him, I came out of it, but later also again, I lost touch with the GK sir. I don't know where he is, or like, so I don't know. Completely, I was clueless. Then I felt okay. If it is ignorance or something is causing sickness, then if it is a wisdom, it cures. It's not just a GK sir or whoever it is. Like, okay, let me figure out what it is. Myself. So then started. I know by the time what are chakras and thing. Uh, so I just figured out what is my health issue and what are the chakras, what is related. So I just did self work and that day. But I felt, oh, I am all just with it is related to Anahata. I felt, oh, yes, I'm very loving or like, all these things. I felt, yes, I'm with all the qualities of the heart chakra. I couldn't figure out like what's happening. Literally, I wrote down on the board what are the Anahata qualities. The other side, I just blank. It was, I stick to one big whiteboard on, master bedroom. So whenever I felt something related to that, I was going and writing on that, like what's the quality against that, if something I'm, identifying. So that was how actually I worked on the Anahata. At the same time, meditation hours together of the, like a 3 or 4 hours of the meditation. Yeah, after that, yes, I came out of that issue. So that was the thing I can say, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're saying just writing the Anahata chakra, the heart chakra.
Yeah, to find out the stuff, like, because I couldn't able to find out what I am lacking, implementing the Anahata chakra.
Okay.
So if I put down the qualities of the Anahata chakra, like in the day, like in a randomly, like if I feel like, okay, angry or jealous or greedy or, all those emotions, I was going and writing against it.
Hmm. And just writing helped you
No,
come
no, no,
to
no,
your,
no, sorry, no, I wrote it and then
you implemented.
implemented to,
Yes.
correct those things to
Yes.
align with Anahata qualities.
Yes. And that helped you to cure out of your
Yes, yeah.
wonderful. Yes.
Mhm. So, ma'am, it means that you decode whatever is being written by you.
Yes, yeah. So that means within me, okay, what are the qualities, what I need to, it is nothing but yes, it's ignorance. It's we are here to learn the things. So the body is telling you, where you are lacking, or it is, our language, or it is, kind of language. It is telling you something to learn.
Okay, in that book which you showed us, but the very first page you showed us, that was a light language which you mentioned, and
One
it
Yeah.
one
was
one
just
one.
one
Yes.
one one, and it was in a pattern which I observed. So, did you are you able to decode that also? Not yet.
No, actually, no, actually. I
Okay.
don't know, but recently I started, I mean, since that wellness, expo in Sydney, the best thing happened was meeting the lady. When I show these, drawings, I mean, in some conversation, yes, because she was thinking like dimensions I may not understand, then that's how I happened to show her. They amazed. Yes, that expression made me. And at the same time, there was a guy sitting next to her. I thought he's, reading, she's reading tarot cards for him. But no, he's also, his name, Patrick Morando or something. He wrote a book. There is a book there to, just to launch that book. He was, there to invite that lady.
Mm.
And then, the conversation, seeing those images. Later, she tried to decode some elements. Oh, it may be water body or this may be this and that. So she asked me, okay, what you are doing? So I said, just I do meditation and then, okay, now planetary healing work. She said, okay, maybe it's a very big concept. Maybe just put a thought that, maybe working on a military or something like or hospital or something. Just put one topic and then, try to draw the, something. This is a kind of language coming from the higher dimension. Actually, sacred geometry is, with it's a kind of energy language. So for particular, thing, there is a particular drawing that gives, that vibration. So maybe since then, yes, when I put a thought, okay, then those energies are the kind of some specific pattern I'm drawing now. So until then, I'm like, yes, I wasn't know what I was drawing and what.
Mm.
And some of the drawings, yes, I did actually. Yes, I wrote the messages as well. But for some, I mean, like, I don't know.
Amazing, ma'am. Another thing, ma'am, that you mentioned that earlier, that when you were too young and you started seeing aura of a person,
Yeah,
and you were not aware of it. So
yeah.
can you still? I'm pretty sure you can still read my aura or read Shivani's aura. You can
No.
still see that.
And no, actually, no. But if somebody is really like very energetic or, in a hyper mode or, I'm like very specifically, I'm looking at them, I can see like, yes, very bright light around them. So I
I can
just,
do cathartics if you want.
no,
Push
somebody
my
like maybe
energy to the level.
I remember my vice president, no, my general manager. He's a really, with like a very pure-hearted person with lots of energy, wanted to do something. So those dynamic people, just then and there, I can just see, even when in the conversation with him, that that no, aura they are emitting like very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, but not like maybe now on screen it may be a bit
Yes.
hard.
I'm already low on sugar, so you can't.
Sarvoj,
Unbelievable.
it's 9:57. Let's
Yes.
allow our audience. I'm sure they
Yeah.
might have
Please.
some questions to please raise your hand and
I have
ask
still so many
any
questions of
questions.
my
I
own,
know I have
but
to,
we
but
will have another session with the Subhadra ma'am for sure.
so yes, if anyone wants to have any questions, please raise your hand, masters. Narayana ji, I think you're back.
Narayana ji
Yeah,
wants to ask,
Narayana
I
ji,
think.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any question actually, but the few things that I heard, apart from five senses, there is something else. I just about few years ago I saw a video of a scientist who is working in Antarctica for 18 years, and he says the same thing. There is something else apart from your five senses.
Hmm.
The same sentence I heard from her today.
Hmm.
And also the drawings that she is writing, there maybe she doesn't know, but someone else will decode them. Maybe one day, maybe some
Wonder.
day, it's someone is waiting to reveal those information. But it's really amazing because I'm
The
also
Rana Ji Kalki
yeah.
Avatar is coming.
No, no, no. No, no, no. Just I'm also a draftsman.
Yeah.
I do a lot of drawings, but the way she has written is
Yeah.
more
So,
than 3 dimensions.
yeah.
It's
Subhadra is
amazing.
showing another drawing.
Another drawing,
Is
please,
there
ma'am.
anything, Subhadra, that you would like to say about
Yeah,
the drawing?
this one I just randomly, I don't know what topic I wanted to put question. So, I thought of geopolitical stability, global peace. Okay. And then I drew this one. The next day afternoon, my husband was telling that, there is a war happening. And I wasn't knowledge because I
Yeah.
don't watch news.
Yeah.
They are bombing on
Yeah.
Dubai and the stuff. Then I felt, oh my God, yeah. So
Yeah.
I felt related. That's how, like, geopolitical
Wow.
stability, friendship among the countries, the title.
Yeah.
And that was the drawing.
And there are 4 pillars. Great.
Wonderful. Harshita, please unmute yourself.
Yeah. Thank you. It was great to hear, Subhadraji, your journey. Even though we keep meeting, we discuss on a lot of things actually, and your drawings are amazing. Actually, every time when I see her books, I'm like, how really it just happened, that sort of a thing. Uh, a question just popped up like that. So these these are actually kind of sacred geometry drawings, yeah. So we hear something about crop circles. So
Yeah.
this and that both are same.
Yes. Yeah.
Both
Crop
are same.
circles. Yeah.
Crop circles, yeah. Even
Yes.
they will be very very perfect, and the designs are
Yeah.
so amazing,
I
and it happens overnight.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was very obsessed when, like, yes, in Hyderabad, I used to, yes, Google and see those pictures,
Yes.
yes. In the office, I was doing all this sneaky stuff.
Okay. So
Yeah,
how
crop
does that
circles.
form, Subhadraji? I mean, if you have any idea about how that happens overnight? Crop circles. Even I'm very interested in. They say some, bit shift in the geomagnetic
Yeah.
radiations that happens, but that is still not very clear. So if you know, like how that actually happens overnight.
Yes. It is from the other dimension beings. We call them as aliens or
Yes.
UFOs. It is all true. I'm totally believe that. But at the
Right.
same time, yeah, I'm not sure whether I can share here because if the beginners, it may be
Hmm.
kind of some may feel it as a scary. But yeah,
Hmm.
so I
Yeah.
believe that yes, overnight. So because of that particular shapes, it emits the vibration. This
Yeah.
is all happening for Earth upliftment of the energies. It's happening.
Wow. Okay. So they for upliftment of the energies, those crop circles they just
Yes,
appear overnight and oh wow.
yeah.
Okay.
They wanted
Amazing.
to take us from 3 dimension to fifth
10 to fifth
dimension.
dimension. Okay. Great. Okay. Thank you so much, Subhadraji. Thank you.
Thank you, Harshita. Kanchan, please unmute yourself.
Hi, Subhadra. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Kanchan. I'm super excited to see.
I know. So, just planning like tomorrow how long the conversation will be. Like, for some reasons, I'm on bed rest at this moment from last 2, 3 weeks. So, my morning call is already being scheduled now. Thank you. Like, it's so good to see you after such a long time. And Master, just want to share like where I'm today. It's all Subhadra. It's like for anybody who can play the role of a mom, she is for me always. Like always, always. Whenever I needed anything, she was always there for me. And that's why we call her like she's the mom of PSSM Australia. Whether she is there or
Oh,
not, her
thank
achievements
you.
are always there.
And I'm not, yes. Thank you.
I
Thank you.
know you won't be accepting any time like
I
she
wasn't, but now I wanted to say, I don't want to say no. That's the reason I learned this. And I wanted to say the experience again from the Wellness Expo. There, maybe, yeah, she asked me, seeing Shri, oh, is she your daughter? I didn't feel bad because she put me as a mom. Wow. You
yeah,
know,
yeah. So it's a physical
that's
signals you are
one thing.
also getting.
And when she took the cards for me, like I just asked to see, tarot cards. The final card she took was, Mother of Jesus.
Wow.
Wow.
So truly you
Yeah,
are. You are.
you are.
And even the mom keep denying kids they don't leave. Anyhow, so I just wanted to ask one question from like your wonderful journey you have shared with everybody. I want to know how the spirituality or the meditation practice or the wisdom what we are getting day by day from the books, how it helped you in your day to day life. Like, did you really feel
Yeah.
like it creates some difference? And if it
Yeah.
does, then what kind of the differences you have observed?
Definitely. See, whatever the books I am reading, whatever the things I am learning, I try to correlate maybe just, what I am, where I am at, the introspection. At the same time, emotionally, I'm very like a turbulent or, kind of disturbed. Usually people, so I don't suppress, but I just, express the things, like a kind of no filter. I feel, oh, what a mess I did. But no, from that, I try to learn, like always these experiences, whatever it is, a kind of, it could be like a worst fighting or, kind of, guilt experience or whatever it is. So these two things are parallel. And at the same time, this wisdom. And when sitting in the meditation, you will know what's happening, in those reactions or whatever the things happening, the emotional stuff, and correlating this wisdom and how you can improve. So definitely these three are my, combinations to overcome. So today, yeah, definitely I learned that, yes, come out of Arshad Vargas or to be non-judgmental, all these things from the books I learned, when I try to implement the stuff, particularly the tablet oneness, one of the, just that is one word. It sounds very simple, ekatvam or ekatva, like the meaning, but implement that gave me like, yes, lots of answers for everything. So you may be judgmental seeing someone or, oh, this or that, like always. So uh, when we are in the duality, we will see, in a separation mode. Once you try to be in oneness mode, you'll just, merge everyone, just you'll see others also as you only. So that is my tip actually, to come out of everything when you see the oneness. Initially it wasn't, but I was just kept telling myself, reminding myself, reminder. So that's how over the time it's a kind of default.
Wow.
So that,
So basically, we like initially we are not ready to see our own shades.
yeah,
After that, we acknowledge it,
yes.
and not only acknowledgement, you worked on it, and now it's the duality to oneness. Such a
Yeah,
wonderful one.
it won't happen just in one single,
Yeah.
overnight. Yeah, I see. I do fight, but maybe initially like every 1 hour or every day, or later just once in a week. The frequency will be changing. Once a week, or then month. Once a month, or then a year, like that. So we have to keep like that introspection should be happening, and then applying the wisdom. So it happens when in the meditation, okay, when you sit in the meditation, so you will calm down, you will see, you will try to understand the situation. You may be like, yes, behaved worse, but oh, okay. But you shouldn't take it like really hard on you, but okay, it's okay. I'm here to improve, I'm here to learn. Okay, let me next get better next time. That's it. Be easy on yourself at the same time.
Amazing. Amazing, ma'am. Once again, thank you. And thank you, Kanchan. If you have another question, you can ask still. If you don't,
No,
then
thank you.
I'm there.
Thank you so much.
There is
All
a
right.
question from Shri in the chat box. What is the
Mhm.
book you recommend to start to read for our audience, Subhadra? Any book?
Oh. Uh, if you see, maybe for me, what is this? Soul Plan? No, what is this? Peter Richard's book. So there,
Soul's
Your
journey.
Soul's Plan.
Soul's Journey,
Journey.
Art
Peter
Your
of
Richard.
Soul's
Masters
Plan.
Many Lives. So there you can see, different experiences, but at the same time, it's all like just in different incarnations, how in different shades. So we can imagine ourselves also like our different shades. It could be like,
When I was reading this question, I was thinking if someone asked me what book I would recommend. And this is exactly the same book I was thinking, Your Soul's Plan. That's a wonderful book that everyone should read. So, yeah. Author is Peter. The surname is difficult, Richlow something.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Peter
no, no.
Mitchell
For
is
the
the
soul's
soul's
plan is
journey.
Robert
Soul's
Robert.
Schwartz.
plan, Robert
Robert
Schwartz. Yeah.
Schwartz.
Yeah, Robert Schwartz. Yes, that's wonderful, because I just want to add, when everyone say we human beings, is when something is good happen to us, we are very happy, but then when something bad happened to us, we say, why us? So that book, so Your Soul Plan, is the answer to that why. Whatever is happening to you in your life is the why it is happening to you is the answer. That book is the answer. So please, 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 everyone, read that book. That's wonderful book. So yeah, thank you for that question, Shri. So I think it's 10:10 now. If anyone have any other question, please come forward. Anita, just another five last question of the
Yeah.
session, please. Yes.
No, hi, Subhadraji. I just happened
Very
to
good.
meet her last Saturday, and I'm so surprised and thrilled to know all about like what I've just seen. I'm just like, it's like a dream for me as well, because we happened to meet in a workshop with Subhadraji
Yeah.
and Sri, and then yeah, this is all new aura that I'm knowing about you now. Yeah, good to meet you in person, and
Thank you. To
yeah,
meet you here.
yeah. My question is. Um, So your journey for this long, like maybe 25 years. So what do you say for people like I hardly started doing it for like 6 months.
Mhm.
So and I'm not a young person either. I'm like in my mid 40s. So what do you recommend um that we do? It's not that I'm aiming for any fast growth or anything, but like what should be our daily routine into the spiritual journey.
The daily routine.
Yeah.
Uh, maybe a day must be like, yes, the physical world, yes, physical life. That's what, because I am really bad in that. So I'm trying to, because I do the spiritual stuff in the daytime. Now I'm learning the lessons, yes, either morning or in the night. The spiritual practice, that's the best thing. Then the reflection in the night, and then in the morning, what you wanted to just, giving a reminder to your brain, whatever you wanted to implement, and the rest of the day, that in the proper day, like, yes, proper, like physical, family life. That's, I recommend. I'm trying to implement that. I'm telling you, but I'm very bad in that. Yes, I mix the stuff, because for me, like leading physical life is really hard thing. Cooking and feeding kids. Oh my God, what is it? Sitting and closing my eyes. It's a kind of, maybe escaping my duties. So now I'm realizing, so shouldn't, okay, I don't want to escape any of the job. So just now kind of dedicated time slots. So
Yes.
we are here for a reason. We have to pay our, yes, our responsibilities. And then at the same time, yes, practice.
Yeah. You explained so beautifully, Subhadra. Thank you so much. Yes, Shri.
Hi everyone. Hi Subhadraji. Sorry, I can't on my video. So hi sleeping. I was just waiting for her to sleep to talk to you. So good to see you on this platform. I mean, we keep talking in between, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I
great session and good to hear your story on this platform. Yeah, it's very nice. I just want to, I have no question. I just want to share this.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for listening to me. Like, every now and then, whenever I go through like an anxiety thing, yes, I call Shri. Yeah, I am also going through some episodes of the stuff actually. So, I mean, whatever these experience, sometimes it makes overwhelming. What is this? And it's a bit hard for me to believe and to accept it. Okay, that's happening to me, or oh, is it, like, am I that worthy? All these things. So that's where, yes, I take help of Shri, some conversation.
Yes.
No, nothing. I don't help. I just listen. That's it.
Even that is a big thing for me.
Yes.
Yeah, I just listen.
Yes.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
good to see you. I think you should keep coming to our platform and share your stories and inspire others.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, one more thing I want to add. Whoever planned to introduce you today, it was really great actually. For us, you are a very special person. And there is some reason for you to come this week. It could be because you learned about the intuition last week. It could be the
Yeah,
reason.
definitely. Just last week only. Maybe still, I do have that book with me almost. So just very randomly, I opened the page, and then straight away, even like middle of the page, middle of the chapter, and middle of the page, I opened it, and they said that okay, maybe I can just read quickly. Oh, maybe it's not here. Yeah, they said about five senses, like it will make you to struck into your reality. So just go beyond that. So, and this is how we are controlled in here on this earth. So just to break that, we need to get into it. But there is a very big story background of it. So maybe now it's not the time.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Subhadra, and thank you everyone for asking the questions. I'm sure there is, much more to what we knew about you today. And again, thank you so much for starting PSSM here. That it had changed my life, and I'm sure it has changed people who are all here present and many more who are connected, and we get wisdom and our growth and the spiritual family. It's all because of PSSM Australia. That's, and for us, yes, it was Patriji's vision, and that, but you made that dream into reality, and we are living that. And thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I wanted to say thank you again here from me because this journey helped me to learn so many things actually after start of this journey only. And because of you all, yes, I'm feeling like, yes, kind of serving to the purpose. So that way, yes, I'm feeling, yeah, proud. Particularly, yes, since in the last few months and yeah, last year, I felt, yes, wow, you guys are doing amazing work.
Thank
Wonderful. I felt many times how, like, these guys dynamically taking it outside and then spreading it. I never did that. I just maybe put a kind of little seeds and that's it. But
Yes.
you
Seed
all,
is important. Seed is the most important. If there is no seed, there will be no plant. So the seed is the most important thing. And yes, I know even you're not there. However, the energies are always there. So thank you so much.
yeah, thank you to you too. Yeah, thank you everyone. Yeah.
Subhadra
But
ma'am,
I'm
can
so
we block your
happy
session
today. I'm
again?
yeah, coming here and seeing you, everyone. I'm missing this platform. All this, though I'm
You
aware.
should come
Every
more
night,
often.
9 o'clock, I just my hand tricks on the to click the
Yes.
link.
Yes. Yeah.
My biological clock
Hmm.
tuned into that 9 o'clock
Nine.
thing.
Yes, 9 p.m. That's right.
Subhadra, we are back on our Monday schedule. So it's
Of
better
Sajjan
every Monday
Sankranti.
you
Yep.
keep joining, whether it
Yes.
is a guest session or a Sajjan Sangriche. So the way we decided earlier that every Monday should be for the interaction. And that's how we
Yes.
just
Trying
had
that.
the idea to bring everybody back so that we can hear each other's stories and take some doubts. Like
Oh,
the,
yeah.
yeah, it's like we,
I love to come. Yes, I love this Arjun
yes.
Sangat
So
also.
next Monday we are again joining back.
Every
And whatever
fortnight is
question
Sajjan
remains, we
Sankranti.
can
Yes.
ask Subhadra.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, and on this occasion, I just wanted to say, yes, my deep gratitudes to Kanchan, yes, Kalpana, Manjula, they are like, yes, pillars in the early days, such a, immense support here.
Yes.
Yeah, without them, that was, backside, I was just giving ideas or something, maybe just, I was feeling whatever intuitively, but yes, executors are these, yeah, just, yeah, I wanted to say thank you. I'm taking the credit, but actually the credit, yes, these ladies.
It's the mom guidance. It works so
Yes.
well. You nurture your spiritual kids so well.
Yeah, I'm proud to have like, yes, that, obedient kids. That way
Yes.
I'm taking the pride.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much,
thank you so
Subhadra,
much.
for
Yeah,
choosing
yeah.
us to start this part. And yeah, definitely it's not the one time story. We might have decided long back to work together and how the story started. So thank you for choosing us once again. Thanks a lot.
And
Thank
thanks a
you.
lot to our audience who are here,
Yes.
who join us every week, every fortnight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please keep joining. Please keep asking questions. This helps us to motivate to bring better things to you. And thank you again to everyone. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you, Subhadra ma'am. And we are locking another session for you with you soon.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you all.
Bye,
Thank you,
Good
masters.
night,
Subhadra.
everyone.
See
Thank you,
ya.
Masters.
Bye. Good night.
Thank you,
Good
Shivani
night.
and Sarvoj.
Thanks.
Wonderful
Thank you.
session done today.